Let's do our intro so we can start talking.
Yes. All right.
Does anything help you sneeze?
If I look at the sun, if I'm outside.
Me too. Holy shit!
Really? Hey everybody, welcome back to Fandomly Speaking.
Where each week we speak randomly about fandoms. I'm Liza.
And I'm Melissa, and this week we are going on another legendary side quest to the world of Cosmopolitan 2002.
We've skipped forward 10 more years.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to have the others in here so that today we can kind of look at the...
Here we go.
So we've done
1972.
I love
this
her.
has the Burt Reynolds nudie
Centerfold.
Centerfold, and we were talking about how to win a man, get him when he's down, but we were also talking about Bella Abzug, and there was a lot of hope in the 1972
There's a lot of women
issue.
starting to enter the workplace in that issue.
Yes. And starting to learn how their bodies work.
A
And
lot of douche in that issue, by the way.
So many douches in that issue. But douching was a big business back then. And then there was a lot of exploring your body and your sexuality and finding out how to have an orgasm, how to have an orgasm by yourself. Like, there was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. And then this was 1982.
82.
And we started to already see here a big shift. We were very confusing these women.
Yeah.
This was all about, there was wives being unfaithful, artificial insemination.
Right.
Why are men and women mad at each other? Well, it's because they're in competition for the first time in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And they were trying to encourage women to work, but also feel bad about it.
Right. There was a lot of that. Yeah.
That was what we were doing in 1982. We just did 1992.
Yeah,
so
the last one was
saw.
a doozy. 92.
Oh.
Look at Claudia.
92. Total perverts.
That was a shit show. That one was that was bad. Okay, so I have hope for today. I'm
tell you
hopeful
right
for...
now. I know Buffy's on the cover.
Yeah.
That gave me hope.
Me too. So last time for 92, I looked at everything and I told you, I wish I hadn't. I wish I just let myself be surprised. So today I pointedly did not look at your scans. So I have them, but I didn't.
I did, so I can guide us. Guide us.
Because I wanted to be surprised by today.
Yeah. But before we get started, why don't let's just catch up. What'd you do this week in geeking?
Not as much as sometimes. I finished the N.K. Jemisin 5th season series. I don't understand why people don't talk about these books. It was so good. This dystopian fantasy written.
It's in my TBR.
It's so good. I just don't get it. I don't understand why certain books make it and everybody loves them and you don't hear about other ones. I don't understand. She's such a really interesting writer. And I read the new Molly Harper, Moonshadow Cove. I love these. They're free on Audible. I like these. And we went to MomoCon
how was that?
last week. It was fun. We had a really good time.
Sorry, I keep it on my desk.
Like I said, I think that as my daughter gets older, it's easier to not stress as much while we're there about her wandering off and stuff. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time. Big con.
Oh yeah, good. I wish we could go to cons again, but
it is exhausting.
It is.
It's exhausting and it's very people-y and it gets more and more people-y every year. Because we started going when we moved here like 2018 and there wasn't, it was just a very relaxed con and now it's just shoulder to shoulder people everywhere, you know. And
like that.
we're the very few that are still masked up and it's a lot of people.
Yeah, the people part is a problem. Definitely a problem. So this week in geeking, I feel like I didn't do a lot of geek.
Yeah.
I did a lot of fandom.
Yeah.
As Liza knows, and you guys have probably heard, on Memorial Day weekend, I start rewatching the show Revenge. It was a show on ABC. It was
for the holidays.
Yeah. It's I can never Emily Van Camp. And I think that's her name. I might be wrong, but anyway, so she plays Emily Thorne. It's about revenge. It's about a girl whose father was, murdered in jail, and he was innocent. And so she goes after, and it's on the Hamptons, and especially the first season, she read Sharpies through each of the faces of the people that she takes down. And she's not killing them, mind you. She's just ruining their lives. She's embarrassing them with their horrible secrets. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Well, you would think, but today that doesn't even matter. No, nobody's horrible secrets matter anymore, do they?
No, clearly they do not. Clearly they do not. But I don't know if you noticed, what did they have? 10 people were going to play at that 250th concert thing. And
almost everybody's backed out.
And by the way, one of them was Milli Vanilli. I'm very confused about how Milli Vanilli was going to perform live. How does that even work? And why are they a thing? And how bad was it that Milli Vanilli
one of them
was
died,
on the list?
But the other one has been touring for a few years. They've been back at it, and they sing. Yeah. He sings there.
He made it on. They made it onto the list.
But you know, Martina McBride came out and said, I never had a clue that this was what I was supposed to be doing. It was like she was asked under false pretenses. She wasn't told she was going to be for
That's what all of the artists, because Bret Michaels this morning, I woke up to, because I was like...
And he dropped out too?
Yeah, I was like, Bret Michaels, like, look, I know you had a relationship with Trump. I mean,
yeah, he did.
Because remember, he was on The Apprentice, and he was supposed to win The Apprentice. He was doing a great job. Then, and he got beamed. To this day, he's been damaged. He got hit in the head, and anyway. So like, I'm like, look, I know there might be some old fondness there, but please do not tell me. So he dropped out, but he's claiming he got death threats. I don't know if he got death threats or not. But so now 6 out of the 10.
A lot of them are saying they didn't even know that that's what they were supposed to, like they were asked to do something else.
Yeah. There's only 2 people left, I think. No, 3 people. Milli Vanilli, Vanilla Ice. And
Flo Rida was in there yesterday.
Flo Rida, yeah, I think they're still performing. I'm like, but they're going to drop out today.
They couldn't get Nicki Minaj to come in.
And I don't know how I got there. Anyway, back to what I watched Revenge. So I'm on season 3, and I read some books. So I took a break from the dungeon. I'm about halfway through Dungeon Crawler Carl 5.
I think you're in book 6.
Am I in book 6? What's the one in the cemetery in Cuba?
The 6. Yeah.
Okay, I'm on book 6. I keep saying 5. So I keep I'm like stuck. So I was like, just take a break. Take a break. It's fine. So I've been like now reading my, thriller, women getting killed. But I read this the week before, and I forgot to tell you, this was my book club book. Twice by Mitch Albom. And it's about what if you could go back and change any moment in your life. You have this power. You can go back in time and redo time, but then you have to live forward again from whenever you go back. So like if you go back, if you're 30 and you go back to change something you did when you're 17, you have to live all over again. And kind of the unintended consequences of us thinking that we should have done or said or whatever.
Like I always feel like the only time I would ever hop back is if I could hop back and like give myself advice and then leave again. Leave again. But
I'd be so afraid of messing everything up.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how bad things.
Like, look, I already know how I messed it up. So like I already lived through that. I don't want to go back and mess it up worse than it actually was, because I think that could happen. The other book that I read, it's called Local Woman Missing, and it's by Mary Kubica, and it is a book. It's for our book club, and the first 100 pages of it were so claustrophobic because it's this girl's trapped in a basement in pitch black for 11 years.
No.
Ooh, we were all like, okay, I don't know that I can read this book. We kept texting each other. And then the other one that I read, this one was really, really good. It's called The Guilty Ones. It's by Kyla Stone, and it reminds me of Pretty Little Liars, but what if Pretty Little Liars met Gossip Girl?
No.
Because there's murder. There's murder and mayhem, but also Mean Girls. So, yeah, that's what I did this week.
But you read a lot of books.
I did.
I didn't do as much this week. I had to get back to work this week from being sick. And I was like, I don't get to geek this week.
I have to go be Dr. Swing.
I hated it. I know. I don't want to. Yeah.
So anyway, we are going to wander around the world of 2002. And there, let me, all right. So let's put the cover up here on screen for everybody. So there you go. Now I have to say, I think Sarah Michelle Gellar looks phenomenal, and I love this dress.
Yeah, I love it. It's a weird, and it's an interesting choice to put the red background with the very red dress.
It is. It is, but I'm like, they don't actually clash.
It's just very interesting.
It is. It is. Also, I was kind of like, just looking at the extent of the airbrushing.
Yeah.
To the point where they basically gave her boobs she doesn't have.
Yeah, they used to airbrush the shit out of these in the 90s and 2000s.
And they used to, Sarah Michelle Gellar's
pores.
Nothing wrong with her breasts, to be clear, okay? I'm sure they're perfectly lovely breasts, but they're not that. So, but
well,
to look at
as someone from the same shape from back then, we also could do a lot with tape and padding. It was a lot that could be done.
Yeah, it's like enhancements. There's some chicken cutlets.
That's right.
So on the cover, we've got a sex survey. Oh, you're gonna love that.
How exciting!
Are you too honest with your man? Found the sexiest jeans.
I'd flip
basically
right
the
to
one
there.
that shows the most vaginal cleavage. That's what it is. And then we've got
vaginal cleavage. Oh my god,
that's what I call it. There's like the hottest thing a woman can do. 30 seductive lines to use on a guy. Do you see a pattern?
Yeah.
What exactly on this cover, other than Buffy the Vampire Slayer, is empowering women in any way?
Well, it just
2002.
Just like the past 3 or 4 that we've done, it's all about what you can do for a man, how you can get a man, how you can keep a man, how you can be seductive to a man, how you can be attractive to a man. Like all of it.
We have come so far from the intention, and I happen to have here. Let's do a brief history of Cosmo, because we haven't really done that for you guys, because I was lazy.
No, that's not true.
So Cosmopolitan actually has existed since 1886, but do not worry, it was not in this form at all. And then in 1905, William Randolph Hearst purchased it for $400,000. Now you're like, what was it back then? In the late 1800s, it was a literary magazine more, so there were short stories by like H.G. Wells, Jack London, Rudyard Kipling, because that used to be a whole thing, and this made me think about how much we lost that. Like even when I was younger, there were 2 sci-fi publications that probably still exist. One of them was an Asimov publication, and they were just short stories. They were just magazines that were all short stories.
Right. And so many of the American authors that or even European authors that we know, they were only ever published in their lifetime in those magazines. They were not
they were
writing
serialized
books back
in
then.
magazines.
That's it.
So that's what you did. Like you got, every week or whenever you got the magazine, you got another chapter of the book or you got a short story. Right. So when Hearst takes it over, he starts to go into the investigative journalism and starts the muckraking. That's where they start just ripping everybody apart. And it kind of stayed like that for a while. For a while, it was it went back to focusing on fiction in the 30s, and so they did jazz age fiction is what it's called here.
What is
Sinclair Lewis, P.G. Wodehouse. But so what happened is, by the time we get to the 50s, literary magazines are not really a thing anymore.
Right.
Because people are watching television. And so they really started to lose, and they were almost ready to shut down. But in 1965, William Randolph Hearst took a gamble on Helen Gurley Brown, she was the author of a book called Sex and the Single Girl. And somehow Hearst made the connection in 1965 that, wait a minute, I think we could do something else. And it pisses me off that it was a man, but also, okay. And so she totally changed it into what we know Cosmopolitan to be now. She was there from 1965 until 1997, 32 years.
Yeah.
But that also means that throughout... so that means that 92 issue, that Liza loves so much.
So much.
She was
so great.
She was still editor-in-chief.
Yeah, I've had that. I found that hard to believe because I just remember believing as a young woman, you know, in the 90s and 2000s that Helen Gurley Brown was like this pioneer of feminism. That's how we were presented who she was.
Yes.
And I just remember looking up to her and her story so much, and I'm reading these back like, oh God, this is what you were putting out into the world.
And there have been 6 editors since Helen Gurley Brown, and they've all been female. So everything that we've looked at, it has been and will be looking at, because I ordered the 2012 edition.
All right.
This is what these women made these editorial decisions.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Liza?
I am. I'm so excited. Okay.
So I've got some ads and some articles. All right. Okay. Ta-da!
I thought that was Felicia Day.
It's actually, with the bob and everything.
Yeah.
And the slightly red hair.
A little attitude.
So this was the era of low-rise jeans.
Low-rise. Yeah, that's all you could get. And I know that now people wear mom jeans, but back then mom jeans was a negative thing. That was that was bad. You didn't wear mom jeans.
Jessica Simpson wore mom jeans on stage, and everybody said she was fat at a time when Jessica Simpson was actually very thin.
Yeah, she was very thin.
Because she wore jeans that went up to her waist.
Yes, it was very odd looking back then to us. You didn't wear mom jeans unless you were, you know, in your 40s, 50s. And all you could buy was these low-rise jeans. Whether they fit you or not, that's all you could get.
It was a horrific time to be alive. I did not buy jeans during the early 2000s.
And if you look, her jeans have 2 buttons. That's all. We had what, even back then, they would call them the 2-inch rise. That's it. I mean, I want you to hold up what 2 inches is. That was the rise in the jeans.
That's it. That's all she's got. And this was the time where, you know, thongs became a big thing, because it was also
it's an accessory.
Seeing your thong sticking out of the back of your pants.
Right. That was an accessory.
Yes, it was an accessory. But the problem was, unless you're built like this young lady here, you ended up with muffin top.
Because not only that, because you see what she's wearing, it wasn't only low-rise jeans, but crop tops were also the shirt.
What's the point of having low-rise jeans?
You didn't cover them up. You showed everything. Right. You showed all of it.
It was not a good time for pants. So not a good time. Okay. So this is their hottest issue ever. This is Katie White, the new person after Helen Gurley Brown. And I usually ignore this, but I read these, I guess these are comments from readers about what they think makes things hot. And this just the first one. Kelly from Indiana says, guys are shaving their nether regions. It's so hot.
Oh, God. Really? Is it?
Is it really?
Are we sure?
Did we really want to see more of it?
Yeah, that's my point. Like, that's never been... it's just not hot, guys.
I've seen what that looks like.
Me too. It's not at all.
No.
There's a big difference between grooming and shaving your whole nether regions. There's a huge difference between grooming and it just looking like, I don't know, like a plucked chicken.
Yeah. Yep.
It's awful.
And then the one at the bottom that I thought was interesting was Tamagotchis, the virtual pets, are so out. Now everybody has a cuddly puppy or a kitten.
Do they, Natalie? Like, do they really?
Really?
Are you sure about that?
Everybody, Natalie?
And now in 2026, Tamagotchis are back in. Natalie, in your face, okay?
That's right. I know. I was like, she thinks she's so funny. Tamagotchi's a big sponsor every year. It's sweet, sweet. Okay, now this one. Have you seen this man?
Let's see.
He was everywhere. He was in Times Square.
Yeah.
Like on the Jumbotrons.
Well,
this Calvin Klein model.
He looks like ancient Roman statuary. Like he looks like he was carved out of something.
He was on, like, when you go into the Lincoln Tunnel from New Jersey to New York City, there's always these massive billboards across the tunnel opening, and like one brand will buy it. And I remember Calvin Klein used to buy it. Now it's always an Apple ad, but it used to be Calvin Klein a lot. This dude, be staring at him over the tunnel. And you're like, there he is. He was everywhere.
Also,
this is what we were supposed to be. This is it. This is the man.
This is what
and
those
he shaves
those young
his nether regions.
Inevitably, that's what those guys right now that are like banging their jaws and chewing the gum. That's what they think they're looking like. Also, Antonio Sabato Jr. was everywhere back then, as he was also in every ad. I'm surprised that's not.
Is this him?
It's not him, like but they look very similar. Like
yeah, those eyes. Mm-hmm. Those eyes. But I also want to give him a sandwich a little bit.
A little. He looks sad.
I don't know. He looks sad. So I was like, oh my God, it's him. I forgot about him. He also looks
very oiled up. Like somebody's job was to oil this man.
It's a job. Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody oiled this man up.
Okay. Now this next one has me so pissed off for so many reasons. This is a Visa ad. So first of all, I want to say again, this is for the Visa credit card.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a girl's midriff with her belly button piercing, with her Romeo tattoo and her little teeny tiny chain, and it says, teeny, tiny "It's your life. It's your life. How do you want to spend it?"
Right.
And then it's a little tiny picture of a Visa card, and down at the bottom, right, it says, Visa. The line at the time was, "It's everywhere you want to be," and the Visa card is right at the fly of these pants. Mm-hmm. The Visa card, it's everywhere you want to be, like in this girl's pants.
This ad proves that even Cosmo for women was not immune to dehumanizing women by taking away their faces and just showing their bodies. Even, Cosmo was still part of that as well.
Oh, huge.
I mean, this woman, we don't know. She doesn't matter.
It just made me like...
It shows that in the early 2000s, you were very strong if you resisted getting your belly button pierced. I resisted the belly button piercing.
Yeah.
I got other things pierced, but not the belly button. So.
Yep. Yeah. I had a friend who, for her 40th birthday, she got her belly button pierced.
Did she?
And it looked so painful.
Yeah. But I mean, everybody did it. Like, it was very rare to know someone my age at this time who didn't have their belly button pierced. I didn't do it.
Wow. Yeah. My generation didn't do that much.
Everybody did.
So this one, so now we've got the beginning of the hard.
I didn't remember that this was that old. I don't remember that.
Doc's
that started
Hard
back then.
Lemonade.
Yeah.
I know. I guess it's called Doc's Hard Lemon. I always called it Lemonade.
Lemonade. Me too. I thought that was the name of it.
I thought it was the name Doc's Hard Lemonade, but it's not apparently. And they've been married for 8 years, and they trashed a hotel room, and they're getting a bucket of Doc's Hard Lemonade. I'm like, these people are lightweights. They trashed a hotel room on Doc's Hard Lemonade.
And what a terrible label it had back then. Holy shit, that's ugly.
God, this whole ad is just
it's weird.
Horrific.
This is really it's bad. That's not a very good ad. It really is.
But I was like, oh my God, Doc's Hard Lemonade. Ugh.
I didn't remember that it started back then, but that makes sense to me. Because it was right around the time that Zima started to go away.
Yeah. Thank God. Yeah. Thank God.
Now, do you know that you can still buy Zima just like at the store in Japan, like real ones?
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh. God, that stuff was just weird. And then any of this stuff, like, so you guys might be familiar, but a lot of you are close to us in age. But like nowadays, like the hard seltzers is basically seltzer, a little artificial flavor, and some alcohol, right? But you remember what these tasted like? So much sugar.
Yeah, you have a headache just from the drink, not the alcohol.
Yep. I mean,
really
if
gross.
you had a couple of these, the
you were
next
gonna
day
have a massive
was gonna
headache. Suck. Absolutely.
Suck. So that's Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Doc's Hard Lemonade.
Doc Mike's. Okay. So this one, this lovely woman is having a wonderful night with her beautiful man in his red bow tie. I think they're at a wedding, and thank God she's on her orthotricycline. But the reason why I put this in here is because I will say that tricyclic birth control was a massive advance, because in 2002 I was pregnant. But no, actually I was pregnant in 2003. I got pregnant on New Year's Eve, so I wasn't pregnant. But anyway, but I was off my birth control trying to get pregnant in 2002. And I will say that before orthotricycline, which was the first tricyclic birth control pill, these pills were just, they really made you feel like shit.
Well, the weird thing is, like, this ad specifically says clinically proven to help your skin look better. And I remember the only time I've ever been on birth control, and it was for, like, PCOS, for cysts, and they put me on this one. I never had acne. I never had a single solitary thing. And this ruined my skin so badly that even to this day, I have chronic acne, and I never had it before getting on it.
It's the one problem with this one.
And it says on there, it's proven to make your skin look better.
So I think this is what happened. I had bad skin.
Yeah.
And so this cleared up my skin. But I think people who didn't have bad skin, but were put on orthotricycline, it gave them bad skin.
It did. And it's never gone away. Like, whatever it did to my hormones, it's just, it stayed like that.
Yeah, it's like the lasting impact. I think the birth control pill is an amazing advancement, and that was my form of birth control for most of my adult life, because I was always in a committed relationship and with somebody who got health tests before they were allowed to touch me because I'm a paranoid person. But it does just... what it did to you is, like, this is better, and we're even better now. Like, then they came out with Yasmin, which was like a little bit... Yasmin, I think, was out at this point, because I feel like orthotricycline was really like a late 90s thing. But Yasmin was like a little bit more gentle. So we started having options.
Yeah, there was a lot of options.
Here you go. This is it. This is the pill.
Everybody's on the same thing. Yeah, right.
Everybody's body's different, but we're going to put everybody on the same pill, the exact same dosage. Yep. Right. And expect it to work exactly the same on everyone. Okay.
Oh my God. Men admit their dirtiest deeds. Men admit their dirtiest deeds and their most shameless scams. What?
Yes.
No.
Now, some of these are funny. Some of them are stupid.
All right.
I'm only going to give you the funny one. All right.
Okay. Which one?
Or unless you want to, you should read it because I want to see.
Which one do you want me to, which
Mama Drama.
Mama drama.
You know what?
Oh, it's covered up.
I've got the post-it note on it.
Okay, sticky.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay. All right. So Mama Drama. And there's a reason that this is funny, because it comes with a story from moi. My friends and I were at a bar for happy hour when we noticed this really hot older woman sitting a few tables over. Remember, cougars were a thing in 2002.
Yes.
Unfortunately, she was sitting with a couple of men, so I was afraid to approach her. So finally, he goes over. He goes over to her and drunkenly says if there is any way she would be willing to come home with me. First, the woman pushed me away. Then she leaned in closer, grabbed my chin, and said, "William?" As it turned out, it was my mom's friend Raquel, and I was too drunk to recognize her. Luckily, she laughed the whole thing off, was flattered, and promised not to tell my mom. So this was probably not an unusual thing to happen in the 90s or the early 2000s. So in the 90s, I don't know if it's still there, there was a bar in Clifton, New Jersey called Casey's. And it became known as Casey's the Granny Grab because... I
almost spat my tea out.
That's where older women hung out. And young guys who were interested in older women went to Casey's. And I know this because I had young men friends who used to occasionally troll around Casey's looking for an older woman with some experience who was interested in having some fun. The other reason I know this is because my mother used to go to Casey's.
Wow. Anyway, we're not going to move past that so quickly.
And I was like, Mom, did you say Casey's? And she's like, yeah, Joe and I went to Casey's for a few drinks. I'm like, Mom, you know what they call Casey's, right? And she's like, what? And I'm like, the Granny Grab. And she was like, what does that mean? And I'm like, oh my God. Do you notice that there's strange clientele? Like, do you notice all the young men and there's no women your age? I mean, no men your age? That's why they liked it. Think about it. The women went there because they could go have a few drinks with their mature woman friends.
Right.
and nobody's going to bother them unless it's a cute young guy.
Yeah, but I'm wondering,
not threatening. Think about
this,
that.
I'm wondering in this particular little blurb here, Billy says he's 22 years old, and he says he's there for hot older women. How old were these women? If this was your mom's friend, she was what, max 46, my age. Hot
let's
older
see. My mom
women.
would be. My mom turned 85 this week if she was alive. So how old was she, like, in 1990?
Yeah, but I'm saying that then this guy's saying it was his mom's friend. And if his mom's probably, what, 20 to 25 years older than Billy.
Yeah.
So
she's...
I mean, it's around her 40s probably.
But that show,
yourself,
Cougar Town,
Billy.
wasn't Courtney Cox only 40 years old when she did Cougar Town?
Yeah, I mean, what? I don't know.
But to Billy, a 40-something-year-old a woman as old as his mom
we're grandmas,
is an older
for sure.
woman.
Yeah, for certain. Notice we don't have the grandpa grab bars.
Yeah. So this other guy, this idiot, you want the one at the bottom with the pie chart? You got to read that. It's so stupid.
Sure. Okay. So this is this. You mean the one that says "good guy" or "good for nothing"?
Yep.
It says, in college, I obsessed over this girl, Jane. One night, I drove by her place and saw her with another guy. I got so distracted that I hit Jane's car, which was parked on the street. I took off before they caught me.
And they
is it heinous or is it forgivable? He's an idiot. That might not have even been Jane's car.
But what's the worst about this is in that pie chart, 63% of whoever the fuck they polled says it's forgivable.
Sure.
No, it's not. He hit somebody's car and left.
Yeah. And not only did he do it by accident, because doing it by accident, okay, I guess. He did it on purpose because he thought she was in there with another guy. What do you mean you drove by and saw her with another guy? What were you doing?
And
this sounds really weird.
He got confused because he saw her with another guy, and I guess he took his eye off the road and hit her car. First of all, I call bullshit. Second of all, no matter what, it's not forgivable.
I agree with you. 100%.
I've come out like to a parking lot or even in front of my house, and my car has been hit and nobody left me a note. And that is like the worst because there's my $500 deductibles. Like you look at it and you're like, $500. So, asshole.
Guy confessions are stupid. Oh, look at the next page. You ready? I'm ready.
They were really trying to make this man happen.
Yes. And do you know what? I don't even remember him existing back then. I don't remember him being in anything other than Buffy. Like
other than Buffy?
He wasn't a thing. Did they put him in this because Sarah was on the cover? Like, why is he in there?
It has to be. Well, because this was... In the Sarah interview, they were filming the season of her and Spike together, so he would have been off Buffy already. But he would have, then he comes back and he makes his cameo. But yeah, he was nobody. So they're just like in the middle of Cosmo, it's like hunk of the month, Mark Blucas. Why he's such a babe.
No.
Okay.
Like,
he's not.
No. He's really not.
But, do you want to read some of this shit?
Sure.
Okay. Name this one. I don't understand. Name your biggest guy indulgence.
What does that mean? What is a guy indulgence?
I don't know, but explain what his answer makes no sense either.
Okay, his answer, Mr. Blucas, I have high levels of testosterone and estrogen. The estrogen side is that I exfoliate, moisturize, cook, and light candles. I admit it, the testosterone is served by my loud, fast 1965 Mustang. I don't think you know how hormones work, Mark. I don't think that's what any of that means.
2002, and he says his estrogen makes him exfoliate, moisturize, cook, and light candles.
His estrogen makes him bathe and cook himself food. Okay.
I mean, I'm glad that it motivates you like that. Never did that for me, but I was like, that is...
Oh, well,
I'm going to make that noise a lot.
I see is in the next question why we didn't ever know he was anything special. It says, what's your best physical feature? And he says, my legs. Well, I never saw his legs. Maybe if we saw his legs, we would have... Oh. That was the whole thing. They never showed his legs. They didn't put him in shorts on Buffy. We never saw.
That's what we needed to see, those basketball
Yeah, we need to see the legs.
I mean, the guy just sounds like such a...
douchebag.
I wonder why he... Yeah, exactly.
This is the douchebag.
This man wears a red hat. I guarantee you right now, somewhere in America, he's wearing a red hat. I don't know, but that answer makes me think he's wearing a hat.
Now I need to go into like a deeper dive on that, because I wonder that. Oh, okay. But they took the douche ads out and put the douche bags in to Cosmo.
Yep. That's what they did. Thank you, Cosmo. And by the way, I think Riley from Buffy would have been MAGA. Anyway.
For sure. Oh, for sure he was. Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Okay, are you ready?
In ice. Okay.
I did not know. I did not remember this, but do you know what premiered in 2002?
No.
The Bachelor.
Did it really? Oh.
This was
I don't
a
know when
new
I thought
concept.
it did. Okay.
So this is all around this concept of should you fight for a man or should you fight for a guy's attention or not?
That's crazy. I did not realize that at all. And a bunch of these like reality shows came out around 2002, 2001.
You know what other one came out? There was a was it Joe Schmo? I think it was Joe Schmo. There was a dating show. To me. There was a dating show in 2003. And it was they were only able to do it once, and it was called Joe Schmo. And they basically got a guy who was like a farmer from the middle of nowhere who was Joe Schmo, right? He's not rich. He's not like The Bachelor, okay? But they tell the girls that he's like a millionaire. And they did a whole reality dating show where he knows the whole time that everything he's telling them is a lie, and the girls don't know.
Wow,
and my mother and my husband would watch it every week because they used to take care of Caden. So I only know what happened on the show because they would let me go lie down and they would watch Joe Schmo. And there was one other like reality dating show that maybe it was The Bachelor that they were watching back then. But I thought that was funny that that's what they chose to watch together.
A lot of these guys sound like incels. Like this is red pill content before that was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's like, should you fight for your fella? Yes. Chasing after a guy shows you're bold and really into him.
But like, I would like to see how far a woman would go to win me over.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, David, you're 19. Shut up. Why would they have a 19-year-old's opinion in Cosmo? Like,
because
this is
over
supposed to
at
be
the
for
granny
grown
grab,
women.
We want to know what they want.
Okay. I mean, whatever.
So, I mean, I feel like, 67% of men say yes, fight for a fella, and 72% of women say don't. That's everything you need to know.
Yeah, but
because
down here,
know, not worth fighting for.
Right on the opposite spectrum, being aggressively pursued is annoying as hell. Men are already scared enough of getting tied down. Are you? Are you scared of getting tied down? Is that what's going on?
I don't know what
women are just trying to tie you down.
We're in 2026. Now men are wanting us to tie them
They're
down.
lonely.
They're like, please, you want to get married. Don't you want to have kids? No. Don't you want to get married? No.
Yeah, that was the biggest lie
no.
back then, that marriage was for women. It was not, and it never has been. It was for the dudes. Anyway.
Yep. Anyway, so The Bachelor premiered, and fighting over a man became a thing.
Well, when did The Bachelorette? How many seasons of The Bachelor before The Bachelorette came out?
I don't know. Only a few. They bacheloretted pretty fast because I think one of the girls that got passed up was really, really popular, and that's where they got the idea.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that. Oh, I sent you this picture. Okay,
yes,
there was a moment in time where they were trying to make credit cards super duper convenient. Hey, how about we just make your Discover card a key ring?
And you have to remember, this was pre chips. There weren't like the chips were not a thing yet. This was pre-tap. There were, I mean, if you guys are not old enough, there weren't any taps. There was nothing on a phone, so they were wanting to make it convenient.
Slide our card through the thing, and then it wouldn't work after a mile, and you'd have to put the card in like a plastic shopping bag and slide it through, and then it would work.
You did. Or then the cashier would get really, really pissed off at you because they'd have to spend 30 seconds keying in your number. I mean, just the audacity of you to have a shitty card.
I'd be like, I swipe a lot. I'm sorry, I broke it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I throw it in my backpack and don't look at it, and it got all messed up.
Yeah. Okay, so in the agony column this month, by Irma Kurtz, so we finally have a woman at least giving the advice.
I feel like Irma was the one from the 90s.
I think she might have been the last one, too.
Yeah.
She gave horrific advice, and she does again. So, you want to read about the pantyhose?
Wait, where am I looking? Is it the first one?
Wait,
it's also
sorry. There you go.
Okay, so it's also the top. My boyfriend is obsessed with pantyhose, but is it this first
it's the first letter.
Okay.
It's the first letter.
My boyfriend is obsessed with pantyhose, not her pantyhose on her. He puts them on under his clothes almost every day, and he even likes to have sex in them. How does that work?
I'm assuming
I need to know how that works. He told me that he's been doing this since he was 9. Well, you need to clarify which part of that statement he's been doing since he was 9, because that's important. What should I do? All right, you want me to read Irma's response here?
You could just, cherry pick.
So it's not quite fair to say your boyfriend is obsessed with pantyhose. If he talked about pantyhose and lived and breathed pantyhose, then that'd be an obsession. Sounds like he has a fetish. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
This particular fetish is a little unusual, so it may take some getting used to, but for the most part, it poses no real threat to the relationship. I mean,
if he can't, and then she goes on to say, like, if he can't have sex without the pantyhose, okay, there's something going on there, but the weird part about this
fetish
for me
is, though.
Pantyhose are very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
And if you have hairy legs and you put on pantyhose, it's extremely uncomfortable because they keep yanking on the hair on your thighs if you have not shaved your thighs, let's say. But you have to wear pantyhose at work. It's very uncomfortable.
But I don't understand the logistics of this. I need to know, how is he having sex in pantyhose?
And
how did this get brought up in your relationship? Like...
I would imagine, at some point in a relationship, that's like the thing you're always afraid of. You're like, this person seems so wonderfully normal. When are they going to whip out the pantyhose?
I almost feel like, well, at least he doesn't want me wearing pantyhose.
That
can't do the pantyhose.
A non-starter. And I had to wear them.
Oh, I hated them
I had
so
two
bad.
jobs where women were required to wear a skirt, not pants, a skirt and hosiery.
And how many did you go through a week? Because they were just the worst, and they were so fragile. It was like wearing,
you
paper on your legs.
Ones. Just because you were going to snag them no matter what. So you just got the cheapest legs or whatever you could get your hand on.
My daughter
You always had to have an extra pair.
My daughter saw an old ad for the eggs the other day. She was like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, there was pantyhose in them. She was like, but they're eggs. I'm like, I know. It's just
like surprise toys, but they were pantyhose.
And as kids, we got them to play with, and that was half of our Easter eggs for years was legs eggs.
Yeah. We were always like, give us the legs. Give us
the eggs.
Oh, so much fun.
She was very confused by that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, so now this one. Hands off, honey. Okay. All right. I have thoughts. I'm going to see if you come to the same conclusion I do about this young couple. My boyfriend of 2 years gets really uncomfortable when I touch him. We have sex often enough, but there's minimal foreplay and very little cuddling and touching. He says it isn't me, that he's just self-conscious. But I feel as though my touch repulses him. What should I do? Well, when two boys really like each other, it says gay. He's gay.
I mean, what does she think? This is like something they would have written into the 1970s one. Like, why is this in here in 2002?
I think there was one in the 70s issue where the girl
there was.
And we were like, your boyfriend's
Maybe
gay.
He's gay. But I mean, he might not have even come to that conclusion in the 70s, but in 2002, this man knows he's gay, and he's with her as a beard, and she's this poor girl.
She's just not, and he's like, look, if I close my eyes and think of the guy in the Calvin Klein ad, we're good to go. But otherwise,
they're both thinking about the Calvin Klein ad.
Yeah. Which is good. It keeps us together. So here's the really bad advice Irma gives.
Oh,
this is possibly, so first of all, she does say to talk to him. Oh, talk to him a little bit about it. And try to explain to him what, maybe he's just never experienced loving touch. And you need to show that to him. So what you're going to do is you're going to get invest in a good book on sensual massage, get some essential oils, put on some soothing music, swear to God. Stroke him, cuddle him, and massage the tension out of his body. When he becomes aroused, lie back and wait for him to calm down. Indulgent chocolate treat or a glass of champagne while you're waiting. So you're gonna stimulate him, but then not have sex with him. You're gonna make him eat chocolate and champagne. Then do some more touching and rubbing. And you want to show him how great it feels to be caressed and stroked. She used that word way too many times. And cared for. And all I could think of was the absolute hell that this would be for the boyfriend.
Here's
if
the thing,
indeed
though.
he is gay, or B, if he's human, because this is a
but
lot
you
of
and
touching in me. I know.
You and I are kind of giggling that this poor girl, her boyfriend might be gay, but you know, boys and men are also asexual. He may be in the place where he's like, I know I'm supposed to have a girlfriend. I even like her, but this is icking me out. I don't want this. You know, he might literally just not have wanted that. This is not the best advice. I don't feel like.
No, it really isn't. And I was thinking, you know, what if, like you said, asexual or is for people on the spectrum, intimacy is
me.
difficult.
Don't oil me up. Yuck.
It's gross. I mean, like, the worst thing you could do is give me an oil slicked human being and tell me to touch them naked.
Yeah.
That would, for Melissa, that would be bad touching. No, a slippery human. No.
Your description of your description of the strip club you went to right there still lives in my mind. It's so funny to me.
Right, because I was horrified that they were all oily. I'm like,
I heard everything about the sights and the sounds and the smells. Like, ugh, stay over there.
This whole thing just makes me really, really nervous.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, I mean, she's asking questions, and this isn't fair to her, and so they do need to have a big conversation, and this is hard. But this is really bad advice that this woman.
It's horrible advice. It's absolutely horrible advice. Okay, so this next ad. Oh, wait. There you go.
Oh, is it? Okay. There. Yes. Look at that. Sandpaper in a tube just for your face.
This stuff was the bomb.
I don't remember the cloths.
No, I didn't know about the cloths either. How could they have been good? Because they didn't have peach pits ground up in them.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys don't know, I'm sure everybody our age knows and remembers because we all used it. It literally had apricot pits ground up and not very finely. I mean, you could see them. They weren't like tiny little whatever. No. They were like big chunks of sharp apricot pits, and it's just in soap, and you're just rubbing it on your face, and your whole face is just getting scrubbed to hell and back. You'd be pink.
Yep.
And then you'd put on like Noxema afterwards, and you'd just be burning, you know, like Elmo in a fire, just
or some sea breeze.
Sea breeze, all of them,
you hit
right?
it with the sea breeze,
right? The sea breeze, or the Stridex pads. Do you remember Stridex pads?
Yes.
Because the Stridex also were a little exfoliating because they felt also like sandpaper, and then you put the Noxema on, and you were just your benzoyl peroxide, and you were.
Oh, yeah,
you couldn't move.
I mean, and I love for a radiant glow. I'm like, no, we weren't glowing. We were. It was abrasion. We had just sanded
damaged our
And I think now of all of like the big hype right now is protecting your skin barrier. I'm like,
skin barrier.
No, see,
we scrubbed it off. We scrubbed off the skin barrier. We did.
We did. Right. Gone.
It was awful.
Yeah. It was a thing.
I can still remember what it smelled like, though.
Oh, it smelled good. This one article on the side here on the Gyno page was actually really helpful because it explains some pills, medications that'll mess up your birth control pill, which I gotta say, I knew about the antibiotics. I did not know that St. John's wort could interfere with it. I also
do you think they were telling us that back then? No.
Echinacea. People take echinacea that's what's in like Airborne and like all that stuff that
right,
you take
and they
boost
back
your immune
then
system.
Right around this time was when these like supplements really started getting popular. I remember even my grandma and everybody was taking St. John's wort and all this kinds of stuff. It started getting really popular. The whole wellness thing.
Yeah.
This is when it started around the 2000s.
Yeah, and there are lots of multi-level marketings with vitamins and so I guess there's a whole bunch of echinacea and St. John's wort babies out there.
Yeah, probably so.
Their moms
now that you mention it. I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. And like I said, that was my birth control for decades. Who knew? Yeah. I got very lucky.
I mean, it seems like they would have told us that.
Yeah, so I thought that was a really useful thing. Okay, next one. This is why this ad is in here. I never see ads for cold sore medication anymore. Do people not get cold sores? I don't see human beings with cold sores.
My husband had one last week.
Get out, really?
He did. And the funny thing is, and it's not funny at all. It's actually awful. He has the virus, and we've been married 23 years, and in 23 years, I've seen him with one in our whole 23 years. Yeah. And then this year, 2026, he's had 2 this year, and he had one last week.
Wow. I wonder what's going on with his immune system.
The fuck out. He's stressed out. I mean, really.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in combat. Like, he lived in Afghanistan for 18 months. You know, like he's just, I've never seen this until this year, and he's had 2 this year. We're like, what's happening to you? But I do see this sometimes, like, when I watch streaming services that have ads. They have this. There's still ads for this out there.
They really see, like, I guess I don't watch enough commercial TV, but also I realized I can't remember the last time I've seen a human being with cold sores, and I feel like when I was younger, it was way more common. People got cold sores. So
I see. Yeah,
I do not know. Okay, this is a good one. Oh wait,
is it next one? Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, let me look at this real quick. Let me put my glasses on.
So now we're gonna get into some.
Are we looking at panties, or are we looking at his money habits? What are we looking at on this page?
His money habits are stupid. The panties.
He looks stupid. Panties.
He looks stupid.
Why is this on
He's
the
got
same
a big
page?
$sign necklace on. Yeah. Well, you know.
Well, the question says, "Is he worth your time?"
Ritual.
No. So let's move over.
Let's move on. Yeah.
Okay.
65% of men would pick a girl with a pretty face over one with a hot body if forced to choose.
Wait, where?
Just so you know,
that?
I believe that to be truth.
Where do we see that? Oh, at the bottom?
Oh, it's on the very bottom of the page in yellow. It's just sort of there. I don't even know why.
Ugh,
so basically,
this
they're
is
telling us
stupid. I'm sorry.
That men actually like our granny panties.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you the truth. Women are the only one who give a crap about panties. Men don't give a shit about panties.
No, they try to tell us later on somewhere in an article that they do, but I don't think they do.
They don't. Men just want sex. They don't give a shit if you're wearing, 10-year-old holy panties. They don't care. The grandmas that had 13 children, they were wearing big house coats. Like, men don't
granny
give a
panties and a flannel nightgown.
They don't care. They could not care less. Victoria's Secret convinced you of that. They don't care.
They absolutely did.
They don't care.
They made a whole industry out of making you think that men care about your underwear. And so you spend every day in uncomfortable underwear.
Yes. And what happens to it when you do finally get into it with a man? Like, what happens to that? It's just gone. They don't even look at it. They don't care. It's gone in 5 seconds, and they never think about it again.
All that stuff you see on TV where the girl slowly undresses and the man is looking at her in her lingerie, and he's like, "Is that for me?" and all. No. Save your money. If you just take off your clothes, it has exactly the same effect as taking off your clothes and having lingerie on. But if you're actually naked, that's even better.
Yeah, they don't care. They really just.
My husband literally told me, he's like, "Hun, don't waste your money."
Yeah, they could not care less.
This is an article.
It's an article. Secrets to keep from him. Mm-hmm. Honesty isn't always the best policy. Check out what stuff you ought to keep under wraps from your man. Wow, I can't wait to hear what they're telling me. Is that her? What is in her hand? What is in her hand?
I think it's a Palm Pilot.
It is a Palm Pilot. Oh,
yeah,
I want a Palm
checking
Pilot.
His Palm Pilot. I loved my Palm Pilot.
Listen,
I even
after
had the
my whole
keyboard that snapped onto it.
Oh my God! After my whole calendar got erased this week, I want my Palm Pilot back. Oh my God! Palm Pilot. Now I want one.
Okay, I want you to read because I've already read it. So his friend hit on you. Okay, so Wendy gets hit on.
Okay, yes. So Wendy, 25, recently found herself on the receiving end of amorous attention from her man's friend. We were at a pool party and one of my fiance's cronies murmured to me, "Let's go get naked in the hot tub."
Yeah.
Wendy, who couldn't tell if the comment was a joke, drunken wishful thinking, or a test administered to prove that she was loyal to her man. I was so stunned, I didn't know what to say, so I just bolted. Okay, so are they asking, should I tell my man about this or should I keep it to myself?
What is the advice they give Wendy?
Okay, where is the advice part?
It's right underneath. It's the next paragraph. Okay. Yeah.
Although your initial instinct might be to run to your beau and blab what his sleazeball friend did, keeping mum is the best idea. No, it's not.
That's a horrible idea.
Not only is his friend going to keep staying around this guy, but you also have to be around this guy.
Yes.
What the heck? What kind of advice is that?
There's wind.
It says, or if he does believe it, he might think it was no big deal and sees you as making mountains out of molehills.
No.
Why would he think that?
No. The other thing that he might think, and then you'll find out that you need to break up with him, is if he blames you for it.
Right.
If you tell him, your friend just asked me if I wanted to go get naked in the hot tub with him, and I'd be like, I don't know if he was kidding or not, but that's really messed up. Like, is that how he is when he's drunk? Like, what, right? And if he says, well, you must have said something, or what were you coming on to him, that's when you break up with him and leave the party or kick him out of the party.
Or, honestly, if you don't say something, his friend could be like, your girl came on to me, and you haven't said anything, and now, I don't know, what is wrong with this
and
magazine?
Then it goes on to
really
say,
bad advice.
If an unwanted advance happens once, just let it go. If there's a repulsive replay, leave your dude out of it, but say your piece. Talk to the friend directly. So if the guy does it again, you're still not supposed to tell your boyfriend.
Right. This is the weirdest advice I've ever heard. Like, this is pretty bad. This is almost as bad as like the 70s and 80s advice column.
I was like last night when I was reading this, and this is advice from Gilda Carl, PhD, author of Don't Bet on the Prince.
Okay, and who does this benefit though? Because it definitely doesn't benefit her, right? And it's honestly not benefiting her boyfriend. No. Seems like the only person that's being benefited is the douchebag.
Is the perpetrator.
Right. Like,
of the assholishness.
Weird advice.
This is 2002. So anytime, and this is, I think, the most important thing that for me has come out of this retrospective of Cosmopolitan is seeing just how pervasive the misogynistic messaging towards women has been and still is.
Right.
This is 2002. I guarantee you, when we sit down with the 2012 issue, it's not going to be better.
Yeah, I'm not having hope. I had so much hope about how much better it was going to be in the 90s, and then certainly better by now. No, I'm losing all my hope
Liza,
about it.
Sweetie, this issue gets worse.
No, it can't. Mm-hmm. I don't accept it. I'm losing hope about anything getting better.
We're going to go to the next page.
Okay.
You've got... you can't stand someone in his family.
Oh dear. You want me to do it or you want to do it?
You could do it.
Okay. My boyfriend's mother drives me bananas. She's a shopaholic, status conscious snob, and I guess I'm not up to her standards because she's forever finding ways to insult me. Okay.
Go down to it starts with most men love their mothers. That's where the
like
bad
she's
advice
mommy dearest,
starts.
but most men love their mothers unconditionally, and that probably holds true for most of his family members, the whole blood's thicker than water thing. So bad-mouthing the object of your disaffection will only cause discomfort for you at family gatherings. Worse, it might start him thinking that you're not the one for the long haul, because what would be worse than him not thinking you're the one for the long haul when his mom is just the evil harpy? Yeah. And if you can't fit into the family portrait. So instead of verbally venting, deal with his exasperating clan by facing the facts. The Osborns, not Ozzy and Harriet, are the dysfunctional norm. What?
So whoever this person is that's responding to, to these keeping secrets, whoever wrote this fucking piece of shit is leaving out some really important stuff that you and I both know. You don't just marry a person. You marry their family.
The whole family, yes.
And depending on your living circumstances, you might be around them all the time.
And this could be like what is a living nightmare for you for maybe a couple weeks if you're dating him, or for the rest of your life, just an absolute living nightmare. And if he sides with his family forever, then you don't have a husband. You are just living in a terrible situation.
Yeah. This doesn't get better.
Ever.
If you
especially when you have children.
You try to talk to him about it and he thinks his mother is, awesome, you really need to rethink this relationship, because they will become your family too. And if she's really awful, that's a problem.
Yeah. It's a big problem. And it turns into huge problems when you have kids and when you get a divorce and who gets, it's just nasty. This gets nasty.
It's bad. It's really, really bad. So be careful on that one. The other one is you cheated on him. I'm like, again with
don't
this?
tell him that. Maybe don't tell him.
But this is the worst. So, okay, so you cheated on him. And they said, there are secrets, and then there is the mother of all secrets. Cheating can weigh so heavily on your chest, you'll swear you went down a cup size.
What?
I know it's Cosmo, but really we had to go to boob size in this metaphor. Whether it's for selfish reasons or genuine desire to treat him with respect, people feel a need to unburden themselves of such a painful secret.
Okay.
Unfortunately, having to live with what you did is part of your penance, and telling your boyfriend would only hurt him. He will not understand, he will not absolve you, and he will distrust you, maybe forever. Got it? So you're saying that I should build my relationship on lies.
Sure.
That's the advice in 2002. Instead of being a grown-up and admitting what you did,
it's not even just
and
that,
understanding
though.
that might be the end.
Yeah, but it's not even just that. It's not even about being honest. It's about you will need to deal with why you did that in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, if you deal with why you might not even need to or want to stay with this person. If you did that in the first place, there's reasons for that as well. You need to deal with all of that. Just keeping it to yourself and just moving on like nothing happened is terrible. Terrible advice.
It's poisonous. It is poisonous. Poisonous, poisonous, poisonous. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now. All right, I need everybody to just take a deep cleansing breath for a second.
Okay.
Why you should flirt at work.
No! Boo.
This is a multi-page article in Cosmopolitan written by a woman named Jillian Mackenzie.
Where are you, Jillian?
Feminine wiles can make the difference between gophering coffee and scoring the corner office.
Oh my God, is that really what? Jillian, that's not what we tell girls. That's not right.
2002. This is an article that tells women to flirt to get ahead.
But do you know what it says, though?
Yeah. Oh, I do. I read the whole fucking thing.
But it says you need to slather on the charm, which means that she is equating being charming and professional at work with flirting, which is a huge problem because that's what men perceive when it's not true. So she's conflating the two when it's not true. You being charming and professional is not flirting. Okay, I hate it here.
Every piece of advice in here makes me want to hurt somebody.
Okay.
I mean, this... Okay. All right. Okay.
What a tightrope we have to walk, because it also says don't get touchy. Like, touchy. Feel like, so you have to be charming, but not too charming, and you have to flirt, but you can't be touching. And like, this is... Wow.
Yeah, well, you see, you have this uniquely feminine power in your back pocket. Why aren't you flaunting it? Because that's not professional. Because we fought for decades. Do you remember, God, the 1972 Cosmo? We had Bella Abzug running for Congress. And the way they treated her. But we went from a magazine that highlighted this woman's brilliance and accomplishments and talked about the possibility of maybe her or another woman someday becoming president. By the way, it is 2026 and it still hasn't fucking happened.
Right.
That's because this shit is what women are being told still in the 21st century. I'm sorry. I know I'm on my soapbox.
No, but it's true, though. And we were not that young. You and I were not when this came out. Younger than we are now. But I'm saying we were both adults when this came out. And we were being told this. And so it's not like this is ancient history, this bullshit advice. Yeah. This is printed up in a national magazine. Okay.
It's horrible. Forget the politically correct posturing. In this career crunching economy, you can't afford to hold back. You have to put that spicy dynamic between the sexes to good use. No.
This line also sucks. It says, flirts are a lot more affable and fun than all business ice queens.
Yes.
And let me tell you another, and I don't want to go too deep into this because it's not my It's not my place to say this. But this is part of white supremacy as well, because black women have to be uber professional at work, and a lot of times they are called these names in a working space, that they are hard and aggressive, and they're not flirty. This is just a whole big shitty bullshit.
Wait, I can never pronounce it right. Misogynoir. There is a whole other intersectionality where misogyny and that's not my
story to tell here, but it happens so frequently where they're considered to be aggressive and pushy because they're trying to be professional, and that's what they're saying. These are ice queens. They're not fun. They're, you need to be flirty.
They're not fun.
Oh my God.
You got to be fun.
Shut up.
Learn how to create the right kind of vixen vibe by teasing, flattering, and sparking sexual tension.
Flirty comments as ego seducing to the recipient. Listen, my bosses in 2002 were women. Was I supposed to be stroking her ego? Are you assuming that all these people are men in this? Like, what are you like? The editors in this magazine were women. Like, whose ego are you seducing? I'm confused.
And how hard were we fighting? How hard were we fighting in the early 2000s still to teach men in the workplace that we do not comment on each other's appearances? I don't want to hear you tell me I look pretty in that dress. I don't want you to say my hair looks good today. I don't want you to look at me and say, hey, you look good in those pants. Whatever. We're teaching men to not do that, but then you're telling women in this article to do it. I know where you just got.
Oh, you might not. I'm not sure. I got down to what we're talking about Lisa down here, and she's talking about, she sets her inner flirt free, and she says, I can get away with teasing him, but he'd never put up with that from the guys. So whenever there's an out of office project that he needs help with, he brings me along. Why do you think that is, Lisa? That is not furthering you or your career in any way. What? Well, was Helen Gurley Brown bringing along the flirty girls? Is that where this advice came from? What are we talking about?
I don't know if she did not, if she didn't see this. I mean, it will make everyone adore you. Do you actually think you left popularity contests behind in high school?
Yes. Yes,
it's
I
human
do
nature,
think
and
that.
I'm gonna go off in a second about personal experience. It's human nature when forming a team, or even promoting, bosses naturally favor people they like. Okay.
I mean, that's true, but
it is true. It is true. But here's something that, and it was true then, and it's probably still true now. I hope that the millennials and Gen Z are going to break us out of this, because I was a woman working in a company that was actually dominated by women. Women were very much in positions of power at the company that I worked in, which I really liked. It was one of the things that made me proud to work for the company. And it also gave me hope, because there was no glass ceiling in the company for me. Okay, or so I believed. And but I started to see that some women were climbing the corporate ladder, and other women are giving them the promotions and giving them the special consideration, but these women are performing female way better than I do.
Sure.
So
okay.
They are they're in amazing physical shape. They wear really, really high, they would call them power heels. In no way, you know what's power heels to me? Fucking sneakers. Because I can kick yours. You know what? Give me some steel-toed construction boots. That's power.
I guess power that they're having to power through the pain that they're in all day, every day.
I can't. I couldn't.
I see what you're saying, because I remember, and this was for an internship, not a professional position, but it was at an ad agency in Miami, and I was going to have an internship, and I had to interview it, and there was the head, she wasn't the CEO, but she was the manager for one of the major accounts, and she interviewed me, and I had a classmate who'd been an intern the year before, and that's how I got to know about this and everything. And it was great. But when I got there, the person who'd been an intern before, she was still there. And the only thing my boss, who was a woman, talked about was how adorable she was, how cute this girl was. Like, she was young. She'd graduated the year before me. And I'm like, ma'am, that's a grown woman, and I am also, you know, in my early 20s. Why are you telling me how cute this girl is? Like you said, she's performing her femininity better than me, and even my female boss liked that better because she was nice and she was cute and she was sweet and she had dimples, and she I didn't have any of those things, you know.
No, I was in competition in New York City with a woman who, you know, she carried her like she had, you know, well, in New York you always carry a giant black bag, but she had like a flat iron in her bag. She would like reapply makeup in the middle of the day on conference calls. I mean, she used to go get a blowout in the morning. Like,
who's got time for that shit?
You know, and I'm like, how? And I'm competing with her, and the only thing I have going for me, because I'm not fashionable. I did used to have hair, which used to make me crazy, but I had to get like the corporate woman bob. The only thing I had going for me was extreme competency. And but this is the thing. The woman who was one level above me, the one who performed femininity better than I did.
Yeah.
She did not perform competency in any way, shape, or form. I was constantly cleaning up her messes. Everybody knew it, but she was queen of Manhattan.
But that's what this article is saying. This article is saying it doesn't matter how competent you are. If you don't know how to flirt, you're not going to get very far. That's infuriating.
No, I'm not going to
Especially for people like us who may not always pick up on the cues.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's
I told you I was going to go off.
Whole entire... How long is this article? Because this is nuts.
It's 2 pages, and there's more. There's more. But let's see. Where is it? Okay, wait. It says here, and as a woman, you have a unique freedom to play the tease and please card. Where a man might come across as lecherous, you'll come across as bright, sassy, and easygoing. Because we know that's what men want from a woman. They want
that's what I'm saying.
Going.
So if he's inviting you on these trips, it's not because you're better at your job. It's not because you're going to get Steve down in the office is not taking is still going to get the promotion, but you're just going to have to go on these gross trips with him in private. Yeah, I don't understand why that's preferable.
You think you're getting ahead because you are getting entree to some meetings and dinners. And so does that work? Yeah, it does. You might make some contents. You might meet some people. You might. But what did you lose to do it? You lost your self-respect. You lost the respect of your coworkers.
And still, like I said, it's still your male colleague's going to get the promotion. He's still going to get paid more than you. It's still that's still going to happen. And
you're only going to make 72 cents of his dollar. So, okay, on the next page, I want you to read "It Kicks Up a Creative Buzz" while I pause to let my blood pressure go down because I think I hurt myself.
Buzz.
Okay, it's in the next page.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
It kicks up a creative buzz. You know that stimulating ping-pong style repartee you forge when connecting sexually and playfully with someone on a great date? Well, flirting at work is no different. Are you serious? What do you mean flirting at work is no different than a sexy date? Okay. Get in a crackling meeting? Get in a crackling meeting? What does that mean? I'm stuck.
They used crackling twice in this article, and I was
Get in a crackling meeting with a male coworker, and those same sparks will fly. Well, they shouldn't. They shouldn't be flying. Okay. Sorry. By rolling with that natural sexual tension, you can create a looser connection with your colleagues and clients that will help you volley ideas back and forth and foster creativity. In other words, that show-offy peacocking for others gets your brain buzzing. I want you to think about something here, though. Presumably, if you're in a professional setting, a lot of you are married, so it's just saying, that doesn't matter. Let's flirt with everyone in the
please.
office.
That never matters in Cosmopolitan.
Okay. Diana always tries to work that connection. I'm on a creative advertising team with 3 guys, and whenever we meet to brainstorm, I'll ask Tim if he's still collecting 10 girls' phone numbers every time he goes out. Or I'll tell Dan that I saw someone checking him out in the elevator that morning. The whole meeting takes on a teasing vibe where we try to one-up one another's clever comments. I hate this. I hate it.
Like this article, it hurt. It like I was yelling last night. Like I don't know if you can tell, my vocal cords are a little not with us today.
But let me see. Like okay, so let's say you weren't there, lady. Let's say you weren't doing that. So you saying the 3 guys couldn't have gotten anything done because it wouldn't have been pumped up? Like what are you talking about? Like I don't.
They would have had
confused.
to bromance, I guess.
I guess. I don't understand the premise of why this is helpful. It seems to me like this is only a distraction and a cause for HR to get involved.
This is written by a woman who doesn't understand how to work with other people.
What was that article in the last one that we did about sexual harassment? It seemed like the same person wrote this article.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, are we sure that you're really being sexually harassed? Are you sure? And now it's saying you sexually harass everyone.
Yeah. And the reasoning, this is why they explain. I'm going to bring it on home now. Why does this work, Liza? Why does flirting at work? Okay, because guys get it. Put your average man near an easygoing, friendly woman, and he instantly turns into a big flirt. He better not, because I'll kick his ass. They know how to respond to women in that context. The problem, men have been scared away from playful behavior in the work world, leaving many of them confused and somewhat awkward when it comes to relating to colleagues in a professional setting. That gives you the advantage. As a woman, you can make the first flirty move and guide the atmosphere to one that is a lot more conducive for a guy to connect personally with you, which means you build a better relationship.
No, now I'm convinced this is the same person that wrote that sexual harassment article. It has to be. Is it the same person? Because this is the same bullshit that they were spouting in that other article about, like, hey.
Here's the byline. Jillian McKenzie. I don't know. I don't remember Jillian's name.
Oh my God. What?
It's so horrifying. It is so horrifying.
But you know, these articles were not just written and then published. They had to be written, they had to be edited, they had to go through several hands, they had to be approved. And this got approved and was put in here. Everybody was like, yeah, this was great work. Way to go, Jillian.
What is the corporate culture like at the publishing house that publishes Cosmopolitan? Like, I don't know if it's still Hearst or if it's Sacheti or what is. What the actual, like, what is working there like?
I know, and that's what you and I were talking about. Well, that's what you and I were talking about the one, I think it was maybe the 80s, where it was like 75% of women cheat, and it was like they just asked people at work. It's like, maybe it's just your workplace, Jan. Like, oh my God, this is not everywhere and everybody. What's happening at Cosmo?
Yeah.
Well, I was pissed, and then I was pissed, and then I scrolled to the next page, and I'm worse pissed.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks,
so next,
Melissa.
Sorry. Next up.
Yuck. Okay. We were supposed to be better than this, guys. We were supposed to have come so far. Right? It's 24 years. We were supposed to have come so far, and we are back to here and worse.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we would call Julia here in her left picture, which is her after picture. Today, we would probably say she could lose a few pounds.
She's
not quite
chunky,
skeletal
right?
enough in that picture. She's looking like a healthy human. I can't see her collarbones
very well. Like, oh my God.
Hydroxycut. Yeah, I couldn't believe it was still being advertised in 2002.
Oh no, in 2002 it was at its peak. I think I sold one of those. It wasn't Amway that I sold. What's the other one? Herbalife, I think.
Herbalife.
You know, I got caught. Yeah. Everybody has their little MLM.
Oh yeah, I did Amway. Yep.
It was, and we were selling straight amphetamines, like, and it was in 2002, so it was still there was still amphetamines in the Hydroxycut back then. So you were getting skinny. Now your heart might explode, but you were getting skinny.
Nearly died. My brother gave me either a Hydroxycut or the other one, or Stacker 2, one of those pills. Trying to help me lose weight. He's so helpful. And I thought I was having a heart attack. I was like, my face turned bright red.
I decided several years back, because I watched my mom do this for so long, my whole life. I refuse to try and take up less space. I refuse to try and shrink myself for this world. You know, not talking about health. I'm just talking about fat only. I refuse to try and make myself smaller to fit somebody else's perception of what I need to be. Anyway, okay,
I got to a place where I was like really loving my body, you know, like I got the tattoos and everything. I was just feeling, I'm like totally at home in my body. And then they put me on microdosing Zepbound for neural inflammation. I ended up losing 33 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm actually a little weirded out because I don't like
thing, though.
I don't necessarily
that wasn't like you trying to look like whoever this is, Julia.
Yeah,
that's a fake. Okay. Anyway,
all right.
I remember that. Yeah.
Are you ready?
30 things to say to drive a man wild. I can't wait. I'm gonna test these all out today on my husband.
Girl.
He's going to be like, what's going on?
All right. So there are a number of things you can say to a man to get him panting like a hound in hot pursuit.
Is it crackling?
But to be a woman worth remembering, you need creative come-ons. So this is a list of 30 pickup lines.
Lust-inspiring lines. I feel like they should have put this on the same page as the how to flirt. You could just say these to your boss one day.
This would have been helpful. I think they should have been closer together. Yeah.
Can I read number 1?
Oh, please do.
Listen, guys, remember, this is to drive him wild. Number 1 is, it's my birthday. Can I have a hug?
I mean, if you walk up to a total stranger in a bar, probably he'll be like, all right, this girl's good to go.
She's good to go. Okay, what?
Okay. Is my shirt too see-through? At no time do I ever have to ask that question.
This is absolutely, some middle schooler wrote this. This is, okay, what? Working out is my second favorite way to work up a sweat. Wink.
Wink, wink. I think we need to hurry up and pay the bill because I want to do things to you that an innocent busboy should never see.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Like, what? Yeah. Okay. Be honest. Do you think these shoes would look better without my clothes on? Your Crocs look just fine with your clothes on, Deborah. What is this? Who wrote this? I'm sorry. I always gotta see it. Jennifer.
You ready? My nails are wet. I don't even understand how this one is the turn on. My nails are wet. Can you grab my keys out of my back pocket?
Okay.
First of all, where are you that your nails are wet? But you're out in public. First of all,
also,
we UV gel now. No, nobody's nails are wet. But
if your nails were wet and this did like, let's say this was a scenario that drove him wild, then what? You're gonna stay there like this while he does what?
My nails are wet. My nails are wet. My nails are wet. Don't mess my nails. Don't mess my nails. I mean, I think I've had that conversation.
Right. It's full body massage Friday for anyone named insert name here. You gotta say insert name here though.
Insert name here. That'd be great. That's how the really dumb person does it.
You also have to say full body massage Friday.
Friday.
It's Friday.
Okay. Can you settle a debate? My friend says boxers, but I think you go commando.
Who are we saying this to?
Someone that we're trying to get lusty.
You don't want to lose this napkin. It has my number on it. Ma'am, this is still a Wendy's. I'm calling the police.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, you know what maybe this is for? This is for the granny grab.
Oh,
right?
This is for Casey's granny grab.
This is for the granny grab. This makes sense.
We have whipped cream, but no ice cream. What can we put it on? I don't know. Put it in a pup cup? I've got some cookies. if you put it on a chocolate chip cookie, I mean, that Ready Whip on a chocolate chip sometimes is the thing you need, girl.
Yeah, that would like drive me wild if he like brought me like cookies. I'm like, yes, thank you. I'm so happy right now. No, okay. Number 11 is I'm gonna say this to my husband later, just to see the look on his face. Would you rub my shoulders? I'm so sore from my gymnastics class. What gymnastics class?
What gymnastics class? What are you talking about, woman? Leaving so soon? Too bad. I was just about to hit on you.
Let me tell you something. If these drive him wild, his IQ is so low. Like, this is really stupid levels. This is so bad.
It's bad.
I bet you $10 that you can't take off my bra with one hand. I mean, to be fair, I can't take off my bra with one hand.
No one can do that. Actually, men can because they can reach behind you. That's the whole point. You can't reach behind yourself. God damn it. But I can take it off under my shirt.
Yeah, I can do that.
Without taking off my shirt.
No problem.
Men are always mystified by that. I'm like, you don't... But my husband's an engineer, so it never confused him.
I don't understand how it's confusing, but...
He totally understood the first time he saw it. It's like, oh, you take your arm out, you take your other arm out, you pull it through the arm sleeves. This was of no interest to him. It just seemed like a very efficient thing to do.
Did you read number 14 or not?
No, what is it?
Honey, I dropped the soap. Can you come in here and help me find it?
What is this, prison? It's prisoner cell block H.
Please don't help me find the soap. What?
Orange is the new black. Please help me find the soap.
Also, by 2002, I'm pretty sure we were all using body wash. There's no soap.
I dropped my bottle of Dove body wash. Can you help me
find it? What? Okay.
Okay. I'm naked, and you have 20 minutes to get to my place before I start putting my clothes back on.
I promise you, I'm not sitting there naked for 20 minutes.
No, it would be cold and uncomfortable. And texture.
Can you remove your pants? It's a matter of national security. What is this driving? What? This is the dumbest.
These?
It's not a. I'm pretty sure
and
that.
Then, you know what's fucked up? No, you know what's really fucked up? I just realized it. This was in 2002. Mm-hmm. This is like less than a year from 9/11, and we're making a come online about national security. Right. Mm-hmm. Fuck me. Okay,
but also it says Jennifer Benjamin. I'm pretty sure that's a code name for Benjamin something else.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why talk when there are so many other fun ways to use our mouths?
This is when you squirt them with the squirt bottle. No.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. No, I'm skipping to number 19 because it says, "Can you smell my neck and tell me what you think of this scent?" Ew! Don't smell my neck.
Smell my neck. They'd be like, "Is that like bacon? Bacon? Yeah, bacon." It's probably bacon. I don't wear perfume. I like bacon. It's either bacon or body odor.
Oh.
Oh, God. What gym do you go to? It looks like you're there a lot.
I mean, like literally middle school level flirting. This is bad. I hate this. If you can guess the dirty thing I'm thinking about, I promise to try it with you when we get home. Okay.
Okay.
I was thinking about bacon.
Again, absolutely. I'd love to show you my tattoo, but I'll get arrested if I do it in public.
What if you don't have a tattoo that's like what if you just don't have one?
I don't think they're going to care. You think they're going to leave your apartment when you get naked and be like,
"Where's
hey, wait a minute, you don't have a tattoo."
I mean, some guys.
I'm out of here.
I would be like that. Yeah, that's you, right? I don't know. I don't care. I've had a really tough day and I need to release some tension. Any ideas?
Ugh. Want to sample my new lip gloss?
Don't touch it. Don't touch me. Don't touch my lip gloss.
Yeah.
You want to sample it and you get it out of your purse. And
here you go. Try it. It's really
Try it out. It's great. Excuse me. Aren't you that model from the underwear ads?
Number 25. It's this guy.
He's not. I promise. It's not him.
No. Here's my cell. Call your roommate to say you won't be coming home tonight.
Stupid. My friends and I took a poll and you were voted sexiest guy at the bar. Me and the other grandmas took a poll. You sexy. Get in my car.
The one with the walker really likes you. Can I use your sunscreen? I always get burned along my bikini line. The fuck? Who says that?
Men are they're really like downplaying men's intelligence here.
They really are.
This shirt is itchy. I wish I could take it off right now.
Now, I have actually said that, but only in an autistic way and not in any way trying to be provocative.
Right.
Mostly it's because I didn't cut the tag off right, and I've got that little thread left over, and it's tickling the back of my neck, and I want to kill someone.
I'm so irritated by the last one. What is it?
Oh, do it for us, please.
Hi, I'm conducting a sex survey for Cosmo, and I was hoping you'd let me take some measurements. I hate it all. But you know what? This is why we don't get promotions, Melissa. We're not fun.
Clearly, we're not fun enough.
There's no fun. That looks exactly like Jennifer. Oh, God. Like Katniss. Why can't I think of her name right now?
Oh, yes. This does look like Jennifer Lawrence. I thought the same thing. So this is from the editors of Maxim. So it's like, wait, you mean the rest of this wasn't by the editors of Maxim?
Right.
Because it sure as shit feels like it.
And do they still have Maxim?
I don't even know. I don't even know if they
Maxim
have magazines
was like
anymore.
the male version of Cosmo.
And it was just so horrifying.
Yeah.
So horrifying. Bad. So here's what the first, we just said they don't care, but like the first thing, we always notice a glimpse of lingerie.
What? Does it say that?
Yeah. It says that. It says they really get off on, like, if your bra strap, like,
or like the whale tail, like the low rise.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And,
but
you
see,
know, like
I can understand that, I guess, because it's like peaking something they're not supposed to be. But I'm just saying, like, if you're married or you're with, they don't care what your underwear looks like. You know?
Here's what they said. Basically, if buying it made you feel sexy, seeing it on you, even just a peek, will be a downright religious experience for men.
Okay.
Didn't we just cover this? That's how you sell lingerie to women.
Mm-hmm. Oh, avoid anything beige. Are you kidding me?
Okay, wait. You got to read the next one to me. Because
arms over the head stretch? Is that the one?
Yep.
Okay. We always notice the arms over the head stretch. So how to work it? You're just giving your spine a break after hours in front of the computer, but to us, you're this close to whipping off your top and breaking into a pole dance.
At no point when I'm like,
do you know why they think that? It's because you've been flirting with them at work. That's why they think that.
Yeah, because you know what? Usually it means someone's
this smooth. Oh, I'm gonna. Wow.
My husband must be turned on all night because I'm constantly stretching my back. I mean, it says
automatically thrusts your figure into prime foxy mode. What does that mean? It also affords a quick midriff view. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
For good measure, throw in a light moan and close your eyes. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
I hate everything in this magazine, and I was so excited about this one.
Yeah. So the way you greet
also
a friend,
it also says that stretching and like just doing that demonstrates your incredible flexibility.
No, man, humans stretch. It's just the thing we do.
Monkeys stretch. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
The next one is the obvious lesbian thing. They like to see how you greet a friend because they think about Wild Things and Nev Campbell and Denise Richards kissing when you say hello to your friend.
I hate all of them.
I hate them. Yeah, the rest of these weren't that good. I mean, one of them was like the way you laugh. I'm like, okay, well, that's actually... I do know people who have a great laugh, and it's very attractive, so I really don't hate that one. How you touch yourself in public.
Few things are sexier than watching you run your fingers across your own skin. Stop looking at me like that. Like, I'm trying to just exist in public.
I have a mosquito bite.
Like, stop. Everything is not... I'm stretching, and I'm tired, and I'm itchy. Yeah. Stop examining everything that I do.
Make sure you close your eyes and bite your lip to really drive it home.
No.
What? That my mosquito bite is so fucking itchy I can't think of anything else? I mean, what exactly?
Oh, like, it does say that stroking is sexy, but scratching isn't. So.
Who just sits around stroking themselves? I mean, probably I do, but I'm stimming.
They do.
FYI, I'm probably stimming if I'm touching myself and I'm not scratching. I'm stimming.
They do that. Oh my god.
Okay.
This
so that was
episode
horrible.
has made me like have a hot flash. Like, I'm so mad.
I know. Okay, wait. Now we're gonna go to. Okay, wait.
Ooh, what is this?
Where'd I go? Wait. I gotta go back. Okay. I gotta go back. Gotta go back to the island, Jack. Cell phone to call friends, $180. PDA to beam to friends. PDA, by the way, means palm device.
Palm device.
Like a Palm Pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Internet setup to IM friends, $50. Actually, being with friends, priceless. I just found the prices of this. Like,
I don't remember and I forgot we called it a PDA.
Yeah,
I don't remember that it was $200.
Yeah, I mean, it was more than that, I thought.
I just don't remember. I don't remember. But you get a cell phone for $180 back then, guys.
The Cosmo Commandments. 10 ways you should never touch your boyfriend's love. Look, we're not going to go through all these because we'll be here all day, and I want to go to the hot list. But ask him to sit through Dirty Dancing, then beg him to reenact the touching "Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner" scene with a straight face.
I'm going to tell you...
But you're never supposed to do that. And I got to tell you, my husband will watch Dirty Dancing with me, and he will "Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner," but we're not doing the dance.
Oh, it says 10 ways you should never test your boyfriend's love. I thought these were... Now listen, okay. The first one is to ask him what your eye color is. If he doesn't know your eye color, that's a great way to test your love because he's a douchebag who has never paid attention to you in the entire time he's been with you.
Yep.
Do test your boyfriend's love. What do you mean don't test your boyfriend's love like this? Ask him to pick your mom up from the airport? Again, yes. Yes,
I mean,
he should pick your mom up from the airport.
You can't do it.
And it's saying don't ask him to do these things?
Right. Do not do those, because that's testing his love in a bad way.
Okay. Don't expect him to skip a guy's night out and head over to a couple's shower with one of your friends instead. Why?
If there was a planned couples event, of course. What? We're both like, but it was planned. It's not like it's a spontaneous shower that I just out of nowhere said, hey, we're going to a couples shower. And you went, oh, but I had plans with the guys. That is not how it works.
Oh, it says don't tell him that it would mean the world for you to join you and your guy pals Steve and Javier for a night of dancing. Well, okay, leave him home. You and Steve and Javier go out.
I mean, unless your man's a good dancer. Or beware. I mean, he might like Steve and Javier. He might be like, oh, I like what they got going on.
Yeah, maybe they're in a polycule. Yeah. You don't know.
That's cool.
Okay. You don't know.
You don't know.
All right.
Yeah. So they were. Oh, you got one?
No, I was just looking at the next page.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, we're doing hot and cold. So we're doing the hot list. So for some reason,
are we already ranking these women before Zuckerberg even got his claws into doing that?
Yeah. So tear-streaked star. When it's Julia Roberts, then it's cold. But when it's Halle Berry, it's hot. I don't even know
I don't get that, because look at how beautiful Julia Roberts looks in that. Even though she's crying, look how beautiful she looks. I mean, Halle Berry also incredibly beautiful. Yeah. I did love that dress that Halle Berry wore that year. I loved it.
That was a good dress.
So pretty.
That was a really good dress. Why is my phone dead?
But why is she hot crying and Julia's cold? Like, what does that mean?
I mean, is it just because she won the Oscar maybe that year? I don't know. Yeah.
I'm confused about what's the hot list in Cosmo anyway. We didn't have that in all the other years.
No, we didn't. This is the first time I've seen it, and I thought this was just a really great kind of snapshot. We're not going to go through all of them because it's multiple pages.
Yeah, but I didn't know that like some of this even existed in 2002. I don't remember that being a thing.
Yep. Yeah, like excuse me.
Is cold food. Like we don't need this? Like it's bad? Is that what it means?
Cold is bad. Like cold is like it's not hot anymore. It's not cool anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Instead of doing hot and not, they did hot and cold, and I think that's dumb.
Like it's got hot. It's got Botox. I don't remember that Botox was even becoming a thing in 2002.
Oh, no, Botox was huge in the early 2000s.
I don't remember
People were having Botox parties at their houses.
At that time, I thought that was in 10 years. I thought that was like 2012 that was happening. Like around the
really
early 2010s.
Later, like, well, more like in the like 2007 to 2000, from
because I was in my early 20s when this came out. I just don't remember even hearing the word Botox at that time.
But Botox then was like literally you went to a dermatologist. So it was like new. It was new then. It was before, I guess, they were doing it in people's houses, which they don't do anymore, but they do it at my dentist's office. I don't know why.
Mine too.
I guess they need to make money somehow.
Mine too.
Mm-hmm. So category, which the category is meat market. So I'm like, huh? Oh, you mean dating. Cold is a crowded club. Hot is your computer. I agree.
Sure. But my favorite is down here. It says, for your date, cold is a Wall Street investment banker, but hot is a military man. They were pushing military propaganda even in Cosmo, telling people that they needed to date military, which is who I married that year.
Yes. You fell for it.
I fell for it. Damn it.
We love a man in uniform.
I guess.
May December romances. Cold, older men, younger women. Hot, younger men, older women. See Casey's granny graph.
That's right. Oh, there's so many. Holy crap. There's a lot.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's like it keeps going. I know. Blockbuster Geek Fest. Cold is Lord of the Rings. Hot is Star Wars.
Not just Star Wars. Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Are you...
Who paid to get that put on the hot list?
The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring is... Oh my god. Okay.
No.
What?
No. Oh, annoyingly overplayed song. U2's Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out of. I don't even know how that song goes.
Which one?
And hot is Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out Of by U2.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what that song is.
I don't know that either. I don't know it.
But apparently Sheryl Crow's Soak Up the Sun.
Soak Up the Sun, I guess. And I feel like this was unnecessary. If you go down to most chic physique, out is Jennifer Aniston, but in is Jennifer Garner. That's rude. That's not necessary.
Aren't they like the same basic?
Yeah, but why would you even put that in there? Like, what's the point of that?
Yeah. Mucho Macho Man. Russell Crowe is out. The Rock is in.
He was really hot that year. That's true. He did well for himself. Oh, Celeb Crime. Out is DUI, but in is shoplifting. You go, Winona Ryder.
Yes,
Winona Ryder.
Right.
Was that around the year that she got?
Was
around?
it? I thought that was.
I don't know.
No. You know what? I think it was back in the early 2000s. Wow. Yeah. I don't even know who. Oh, okay. All right. I know. It's Benjamin Bratt. I was like, who the heck? Hot Hollywood couple. Out is Tom and Penelope. It's like, oh yeah, that was the thing. Tom Cruise and Penelope. Too. And then, but in is Ben and Talissa. I don't know who she is, but she was with Benjamin Bratt.
Listen, here's the next one is one of the worst ones I see. Child rearing trends. There is no such thing as a child rearing trend because it says out is single moms. Mm-hmm. Shut up. Like,
and in is gay
seriously,
parents.
Shut up.
Just shut up.
Life. You're like shut up.
It's a reality of being alive. And you know what it is? It's also a reality of women not being willing to stay in shitty relationships. They'll just do it on their own. Thank you very much. Enticing Era. The early 80s is out. The early 90s is in. You're already nostalgic for 10 years ago, apparently.
Right.
In this book. In this magazine. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Wow.
This is so crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Must have bottom half. Capri pants are out, but peasant skirt is in.
They were getting big that year.
Yeah, they were.
Also, it says your power stilettos are out, but ballet flats are in. That's true too. That did happen.
Yeah, I guess. Breath freshener, dissolving strips. Do you remember the the Listerine strips? Those were good.
And they would eventually just get into one thick strip, and you couldn't pull them apart, and you just had to do the whole thing. Yeah, eventually,
you'd be like biting off a corner.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But designer mints are in.
What are designer mints?
I don't even know what I've never even heard of a designer mint. I don't even know what that is.
Also, it says that you're like having roots is in, like your fresh salon color is out, but having roots is in. I don't remember that either.
Thank God it has stayed in. Like I get my hair colored like twice a year now. I'm sporting like inches of roots. No one cares. It's just
don't remember
style,
any of that stuff, right? Like I don't remember.
Yeah. So, all right. So the Sarah Michelle Gellar interview was really boring.
Oh, well, that's a
shame.
And
I'm disappointed because they had the opportunity to interview Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar is a very, very bright woman. But what they point out is that, I do love, so she pulls up, so she, they usually do these things in like a hotel or like a fancy restaurant. She wanted to do it at the Heritage Bookshop, which I love. A former funeral parlor filled with pricey first editions.
Wow.
I love that. And she says, books are my passion. And that's the opening paragraph. So I'm really excited to see where this is going. And it goes nowhere. But
that sucks.
Can you read the top paragraph? Like second column, top paragraph.
The second column where it says Buffy has experienced that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
It says Buffy has experienced a sexual awakening that has her unzipping guys' flies and being taken from behind. Okay. Our show has gotten really raunchy this year, admits Sarah with a sly giggle. Do you think she really admitted that with a sly giggle?
They're talking about the extremely abusive, sick relationship between Buffy and Spike.
Yeah, when she started sleeping around with Spike season.
I mean, it's... they're taken from behind. I mean, it's like, how do you, like, why did you have to do that? Why is that what you're, why didn't you talk about how, this season, Buffy is having to grow up extra fast because of the loss of her mom?
I've read better, like, blurbs on this stuff on Reddit. Like, this is... They had the opportunity to go really deep into this storyline that many people have gone deep into. We talked so much about it. There's been some really intelligent things written about these seasons. And this is just, you're very sexy now, Buffy.
Yeah, so this
sexy Buffy.
This was basically like, we're not really going to do that because I was so bored, which is sad because, like I said, she's a very interesting person. This could have been an interesting article, and it's just really fluff. She's, they're marrying Freddie Prinze Jr. and they hope to have kids someday. And oh my God.
Okay.
So that was sad.
Yeah, that sucks.
I was excited.
I was like, that's going to be cool. They had an opportunity to do so much better, and they did nothing. That's terrible.
Okay. I did not actually read this because I wanted the Liza experience.
Our juiciest sex survey ever. Okay, so how does this one work? Because the last one was terrible.
Yeah. So...
but read what it says. His uncensored wish list. Yeah. This is a magazine for women. What about my uncensored wish list? Are we putting that in Maxim? Is that in Maxim, her uncensored wish list? Because I doubt it.
It's not. You know it's not.
And we got up close and personal.
Has been about making him happy.
We got up close and personal with more than 7,000 men to hear their secret thoughts on what they crave.
It's not a secret. We know. It is not a secret. You want sex. We know that.
That's right. Whether it comes from
not a secret. You want
their
a
wife
and you want sex.
Yeah, whether it comes from their wife or a hole in the bathroom, they don't care. I'm sorry, it's rude,
we hate
and they
to
don't.
Sound so misogynistic. Misandristic.
There's no such thing.
Misanthrope. I am misanthrope.
We just use the words. We don't know. We don't know. Yeah. I love it. We're not doing that. We didn't do anything wrong, Melissa.
I know.
All right. When it comes to what men want in bed, not all sex techniques are created equal. Are you sure?
Yeah. And there's one that they really like. So this is like sex secret number 1. We asked, whom do you want to make the first move? And they said, survey said, a guy's wet dream is to have a woman ask him to bed because then he doesn't have to risk rejection.
I mean, I guess that's probably true, That's their biggest fear. Their biggest fear is being rejected, being laughed at.
78%
I guess that's
said
true.
She should make the first move. Okay. Because you're insecure. Got it.
Right. So we asked the best way for her to set the mood, since she's got to be the one to do all the work here.
Yep.
They said, when in doubt, rub him down. I mean, men love to be pampered. Massage is an easy way to segue foreplay into sex. And as we said last time, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Men think this.
If I pay for an hour massage, they better not touch me anywhere but on my back legs. And I just want a massage. Please don't do that. It doesn't segue to sex.
This is why women pay for massages. Okay, this is why we pay someone else to rub us. Because if our back hurts and we ask the man in our life to rub our back, they immediately equate it with, oh, I'm going to go foo-foo, and then we're getting it on. So, of course, they're like, yeah, start massaging me because I know what comes next. I know what a massage is.
It says a romantic meal kills his erotic appetite. Okay. Well, I want to eat food, so what about what I want?
I know. It's like a romantic meal, like, and I'm telling you, the sexiest thing you could do is cook for my husband because he does all the cooking. Right. What is the sexiest non-physical way she can turn you on? Guys crave revealing eye candy again. The sight
like stretching.
Of you. This is another ad for lingerie.
But it says when I discover an unexpected absence of bra or panties. So again, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care.
Wait, I never wear a bra. Am I turning on men all day long?
All day long, Melissa. Just all day.
Oh. Read number 4.
Alrighty. What is the best way a woman can show you she wants to sleep with you? And they said, repeat after us, I want you. That's it. That's all they need. I want you. According to our respondents, these 3 little words pack more punch than physical come-ons like taking his hand and leading him to the bedroom. Is he an idiot?
I mean...
Like, if you take his hand and lead him to the bedroom, how does saying, I want you, tell him that more?
I mean, what does he think? Now it's time to go sleepy? Your mommy taking me to the bedroom. Must be time to go to bed. Oh, she said, I want you. Oh!
I mean, it's so dumb.
It's so stupid. Sex secret 5. What's the most important thing she can do during oral sex?
Yeah, read that, Melissa.
Many men say using more tongue is the special thing they crave when you kiss them down there. Really? Did you have to write it that way? We're talking about oral sex. Just talk about it. Perry says of flicking the frenulum, the point, that little thing where it connects, he likes that. It's not a contest to see who can suck the dimples off a golf ball. Too much pressure can be uncomfortable and dulls the sensations. You okay over there? I mean, that was pretty good advice.
Bang my head into. I don't care. I don't care if I'm down there. You're lucky to shut up.
Okay, coming from a woman who did not know that teeth were not a thing that a man would want. Okay,
but
teeth are bad.
That's why it's important to talk, because some men will tell you the opposite of that. They do want it. I mean, you need to talk. They need to talk. Just tell me. Oh, and then they have a lot of percentages of what they want you to do. And see, 9% say cover the teeth, but there's 9% who don't want that. 9% don't want you to cover your teeth, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, it's not. If 9% say cover your teeth, then that means 91% don't want that.
Well, what would you cover your teeth with, though? I mean, would you put in a fucking retainer? I don't understand.
You with your yes, right, like that.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's uncomfortable. Oh, you had a cramp.
Right. Like, everything hurts and I hate it. Okay.
This is like the no sex podcast.
we forgot to warn people that, like, maybe don't have your kids in the room.
Yeah, oops.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
If you could spend foreplay doing only one thing, what would it be? They do foreplay?
Yeah, right.
I was unaware of it. They said guys were split across the board on this one, but Cunnilingus narrowly won it out. Really? I'm surprised. I'm not reading that. I'm sorry.
I'm not reading that either.
I'm not reading that next part. I'm sorry, everybody who wants.
Nope.
She'll put it up on the screen. It's on the next page. Well, I'm not reading it. Yuck.
I just saw it. Okay, wait. It's over here.
It's sex secret number 6, and I'm not reading it. Yuck. We've read a lot today, but that's too far. Less direct foreplay options weren't as enticing. Yeah, you did go to the frenulum.
Sex secret number 7. What do you crave most when you're doing the deed? A pizza.
Right.
A lot of guys who wrote in claimed the best thing you can bring to bed is an open mind. Okay. Basically, they want to be able to do anything they without you.
That's what
basically.
It is.
I'm not going to read it.
If he wants to leave his pantyhose on, he gets to leave his pantyhose on. Okay?
There you go.
Be open-minded.
Be open-minded, Melissa. Oh, my God.
What's your favorite position? They said you on top is the top of their list. I mean, I guess I could have guessed that.
I mean, it's like they don't have to do any work. They get a good show. I get it.
I don't believe them, though. Here's what I think about that. I think that what they mean by that is the porn way of her being on top, the porn way where she's putting on a show, because I've heard so many of them say that when the woman is doing what it takes for her to feel good on top, they don't like that at all. They
no, that's not comfortable.
Does not feel good. Yeah, they don't feel good.
No.
Anyway.
Actually can hurt sometimes. So.
Yeah. So they don't like that.
No, that's not what they really want.
They want a show.
They want the show. They want dinner and a show.
Well, he said he didn't want dinner. He said
no, that's
he
true.
didn't like to have dinner.
All right. Number 6, Liza.
Is it number 6? Or is it number?
Oh, no, number 9. It's just a 6 upside down. Sorry, dyscalculia is a real thing.
Okay. During sex, which body part would you like her to focus on more? No, they said they said that playing with his scrotum clobbered the competition. Where you're gonna have to make that look a lot better for me.
Playing with it? How?
I can't.
It's too hacky sack.
Icky.
What am I doing with? Oh, it flew away. Mother Nature was like, nope.
You would never know that the two of us have been married for like 30 years.
People are like, wait. She was married 3 times? What the fuck? Who married you?
Right. Oh, it actually beat out fondling his butt and nipples. I never would have guessed. Never in a million years would I have guessed that.
Yes.
For this to happen.
My God, there's another page.
Yeah, I know. That's why I saw that.
Do we have to?
No.
Oh, God, do you want to have your anus touched during sex? Oh.
So this is asked to the men, by the way.
Wow. And they said no. 69% said no. They said you'll have a hard time getting rid of that do not disturb sign tattooed on his back door.
See, 31% said yes.
True.
Right. I was going to say, I don't believe that at all. I would believe it's clear at least to 50-50, I would say. You know, there's guys that don't like it. And then, and there's those who would never admit that to a national magazine.
God, there are people who won't wipe their ass because I don't wash my ass in the shower. That's gay.
So they say that what turns you off the most, her talking. Don't talk to him at all. What phrase turns you on the most in bed? I love the way you feel inside me. Gross. I mean, I feel like this is mostly just like, if you'd asked me these questions, I could have told you their answers. Like, did we need to poll men for this? I feel like these are all so obvious.
Lamest sex act, hand job. No shit. It's the basic. It's the intro. You're lucky if you got it. Let me tell you.
Well, he could do that to himself is why he doesn't like that. And she probably doesn't do it. It's just kind of like the reciprocal for us. It's like, I could do that better myself. Just
no, really.
Let me do that myself.
If I have to explain it to you, this is not
right.
Fun. You know what I just remembered? The scene in Animal House when she's got the rubber gloves on. But she's giving him a hand job, and then she takes the gloves off, and I'm like, that's a really good idea.
It's also so funny because it's the two that are like so prim and proper, and then that part makes you just cackle like, gross. But yes,
I love that. Love that. Does this keep going? Okay, we're done. I think we're done with this.
Jesus.
Visually, what's the most erotic way she can turn you on?
Reverse cowgirl.
No, they want it. They want to see you. They want to. Everything. Every time you think of them, you touch yourself. They want to watch you masturbate.
Why? They don't learn anything.
I don't know. They don't take notes or anything. Okay.
No.
All right. Let's see. What
does this mean? What does that mean? What are we talking about?
The belt hell. Oh, I'm sorry. You're missing the side that had the picture. I didn't scan it. Under the belt hell. So this is actually a useful little guide to the health of your pelvic region. Why can I not say? I almost said pelvic.
Your pelvis.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
So basically, you got a bitch of an itch. Here's all the reasons that you might be itchy. Here's how to not be itchy. Fire down below. UTIs.
Wow.
Got UTIs? Yeah. Does it tell you to go pee-pee? How to banish it? Does it tell people to go to the bathroom?
Well, I don't know, but in case any of you guys don't know, after you have sex, please go pee. Like right away. Don't lay there with him and cuddle.
Okay, right
Get
here
up and
it says,
pee.
always pee before and after sex, even if you don't have to.
Always.
That is the number one way to prevent a UTI.
Go do that. I mean, it was always baffling to me just how many women would just have raging UTIs. Like all of my friends after their husbands would get back from deployment, and I'm like, please go pee. I'll be honest though. See, like I would rather have a magazine full of stuff like that than what we've had. Like actual advice for women that they can use than what we did have. Like why couldn't we have had stuff like that? Until the very next page where it's talking about your odor.
Every issue of Cosmopolitan must end with an ad for making your boobs bigger.
Yeah. Oh, but what was in the 70s? It was the vacuum one, wasn't it? The vacuums.
They were really into their gadgets. We had like an electric douching machine, and we had an electric breast enlarger. We were big on that.
Breast vacuum. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that
but I do remember
2002.
these boob pills. Like I remember that these. God only knows what was in those. Who knows what was actually in those pills and what it was doing to women.
Well, especially because if it's marked as a supplement, it's not covered by the FDA.
Right.
Yeah.
You also didn't
if it
show
claims
them
to have
Astroglide.
Oh yes, the Astroglide. Yes. Oh, I forgot that ad was really good. Wait, let me show you guys
the Astroglide ad.
That's the last ad. Wait, down here.
I really wonder.
You know what it is? Did Boogie Nights come out that year?
Because I think so. Like
it
looks a lot like
she
Boogie
was wearing.
Nights. That roller girl. Yeah, it does kind of.
Yeah. That's what I thought when I saw that. I was like, oh, that's cute. I just thought it was a cute ad for Astroglide.
For Astroglide.
You try to find a way to make it cute. Okay, everybody.
That was a lot, folks.
That was a lot. That was 2 hours and 10 minutes of. I don't even know.
Not as good as what we thought it was going to be. We were so hopeful. We need to stop doing that. At least maybe it was just me. I was really hopeful, and
I have no hope for 2012. We have a 2012 issue coming. I have no hope for that.
And they don't still make it, right? They don't still make Cosmo.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't. I didn't look to see if there's like 2022. I can't imagine that they were still. If they were still making it in 2022, I'll get one so that we can see we get better.
I was gonna say, do you think even if they did, would it be any better than all this stuff? Like, have we actually gotten any better than all this bullshit? Because you know what it is, all that stuff that was in those is irritated as we are by it. That's what sold them magazines. It was selling magazines, right? It was getting them. Like what we would say today, like getting views. It was getting them. It was selling copies.
Yeah, and it's just it. But was it? See, that's the question. I am questioning everything, right? Like everything about everything, whether history, archaeology. Like I'm questioning everything because I don't know that it's really what we did. It sell because they told us it was what we were supposed to be interested in. I don't know. I don't know. So please, like, if you could help us in the comments, like, do you think that young women today would fall for this stuff?
Right. Or, that's what I guess that's what I was trying to say. It took me way too long to get that out. That's what I mean. Would it still fly today?
I don't know. I want to say no, but I don't know what the answer is.
But I wanted to say no for the 90s, and I wanted to say no for 2002, and I wanted to say, my memory is so bad that I thought it wasn't like that, but it is.
Yeah. I don't know. We weren't like that, but oh well.
But I guess I was because I didn't I had big opinions, but I still read those magazines and I was not as outraged back then like I am now. You know what I mean? I didn't look at that Hydroxycut ad and go, oh my God, I can't believe they put her in here. I was like, maybe I need Hydroxycut. Like I wasn't looking at that with the same eyeballs as I do now.
Oh, excuse me.
I think I just swallowed a bug. Oh my goodness.
Oh, how great. How fun.
I swallowed something that it wasn't supposed to be. But how did it get in there? What just happened? You know that happens in life.
You didn't hear. Yes.
Like, what did how? Excuse me. So anyway, let us know. We know you're going to have lots of thoughts. So many thoughts. Yeah.
And also go back and watch the rest of this series. It's just really fascinating, to see.
Yeah, I might make a separate playlist just for the Cosmos.
Sure.
And the,
yeah,
we have a secret, not a secret, but we have a surprise. Not a surprise. We have a thing we're gonna do. Because I'm like, it's not a secret if you tell them, you dipshit. We're going to take a look in a future episode of like a teeny bopper magazine for each of our generations when we were 13.
It sounds fun though. That sounds more fun than what we just did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I hope. I'm sure it's going to be much better.
I hope
so. Liza, where can they find us on the internet?
All right, we are on YouTube and Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We also have an Instagram with the same name and Patreon, so check those out.
Yep. And until we see you again next time,
stay unmasked and overstimulated.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.